Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I could truly give then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in
It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. This show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniels going to throw to get us started. Fits it through the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
Gets it for the first down. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Daniels on first down. That's a target, Puka Nacua. And they get this down to the... They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Ford. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Running left, here's Walker. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming, allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming here from the 12. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott opening with a pass. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 13. Running right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Commanders will go on offense. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He gets this one in the Nakua. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's Walker running right. Broke through the tackle. He drives it up past the 45. 1st down play, nets at 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Play fake here. Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
2nd and 3 now. Dak now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back with a pick six. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
You're good on the point after. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's kill. Go, going 53.
Back to the air, Prescott after that pick. Complete out to the right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. 6, baby.
1st down, here's Dak. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time. He's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
No, he's got space. The Cowboys make it a one-score game. Landon Aubrey now on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Has it downfield working the left. That's 20. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their early lead to 13. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Quan Martin with the pick. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick six touchdown. 2nd time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
Now, do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick six to watch.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returning in from the 16. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
We got this!
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 8 yards on that play, and they only have 1 now to go on 3rd down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. The Commanders have an early lead. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. It's tipped away, he's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end in play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And they get to this one just shy of the opposing 30-yard line.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yeah! Here we go!
Dak off the play fake. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here go 47!
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. If I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And this one doesn't go far. The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 21. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. He puts together an excellent 33 yards on the run back. And the Commanders' offense will take over inside of enemy territory. They'll go with Walker on the counter. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Play action, Prescott. That's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Throwing again is Dak. Makes the grab and bounds left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Touchdown, Dallas! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on a football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, Those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's out of trouble. Completed here to Pickens. And he'll get it up to the 44. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Daniels now. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Chidobe, Awuzie, and they're on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Now an inside give to Walker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. From the 21. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You want throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But if that defense would sign around and make the play.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So the Commanders sending out Katie York for the try. Groupie sends it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Here's Dak. Dumped off to his running back. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Walker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Just
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's the one back on the handoff. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's in the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Running right side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Gets it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Walking on 1st down. That's right. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those
Pressure off, and it's caught. Looks like the Cowboys got it. But he won't be able to turn the block into 2 points. They drag him down and put an end to that return. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Kickoff taken at the 13. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them back
scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Play fake here, Daniels. Headed out right. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 41. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. Down to the 10. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch the lead to 23. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah, keep it going. Here we go. Let's take the side.
First down, here's Dak. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to Charlie loose, incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Hauled in by Godwin. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. Let's take some good plays today.
Dak now from the gun. On target to Godwin. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 13 on that play. That's good for a Cowboys first down. Give now to the running back. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's Cowboys football as we're really just counting down this final quarter. This game seems out of hand. Second down now, 7 to go.
Yeah, here we go. Get a touchdown. Here we go, 46.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. 2 were right there, and really some positive yards.
And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah. Here we go. Right there. Let's go.
One of the tight ends in motion left.
Ball moving down the field, oh.
1st and 10, Prescott. Complete out to the right. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Chased out to his right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they do.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his leg.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Walker running to the right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Daniels on first down. Finds some time left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second down and 10. Daniels. Flush down now to his left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, now you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and of course, his throw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that brings up fourth and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 34 yards on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. On the move, headed right. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Throwing again is Dak. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. He's trying to push the field. And they pick him off again. Javon Holland comes up with it. And the Commanders have it now. He's 8th pick of the year. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play. And that is their 4th interception in this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. One interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Daniels now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They're up now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give up the gut to Walker. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Walker holds it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. From the gun, it's Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's
to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal. Running back sent in motion. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Only 1 on the carry, so that's going to bring up second and goal from the 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Commanders ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal. And in motion out of the slot. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Kick taken in here at the 17. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Yeah, here we go. Right now, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They crush it right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Handoff now out of the gun. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Quick of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play. Use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Another carry for him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one.